Welcome to Delta Wing Aviation Academy, where we prepare you for takeoff.
Welcome back to Delta Wing Aviation Academy, where we prepare you for takeoff. In the last two videos, we discussed the special flight permit and the procedure for obtaining one. Now let's move forward and look at the wrap-up summary and key check ride oral exam questions and tricks related to this topic. Wrap-up summary. Now let's quickly revise everything we learned. Purposes of a special flight permit under 14 CFR Section 21-197 special flight permit. Flying the aircraft to a maintenance facility, flying the aircraft to a point of storage, delivering or exporting the aircraft, production flight testing of new aircraft, evacuating aircraft from areas of danger, conducting demonstration flights for prospective customers, authorizing flight that exceeds maximum takeoff weight under specific conditions. Details required to apply under 14 CFR Section 21-199 Special Flight Permit Application, purpose of the flight, proposed itinerary, route and destinations, crew information, aircraft condition, non-compliance description, safety limitations and restrictions, maintenance and inspection sign-off, additional FAA requirements, final summary. Now let's bring it all together. A special flight permit allows a non-airworthy aircraft to be flown safely under specific FAA-approved conditions for purposes such as maintenance, delivery, storage, testing, or emergency relocation. And always remember, a special flight permit does not make an aircraft airworthy. It only allows a controlled, limited flight when safety can still be maintained. Check ride style oral questions. Now let's move into DPE style questions. Examiner asks, your aircraft has an inoperative landing light. Can you get a special flight permit and fly at night? Answer it, not necessarily. A special flight permit, Ferry Permit under 14 CFR Section 21-197 is only required when the aircraft is not airworthy, but is still safe for a specific flight purpose. First, I must determine airworthiness under 14 CFR Section 91-205 required equipment for night flight. 14 CFR Section 91-213 inoperative equipment rules. If the landing light is required for night operations, then aircraft is not airworthy for night flight. If it is not required or properly deferred under Section 91-213D, then I may legally operate without a ferry permit. A special flight permit is not the first solution. I must first determine if the aircraft is actually unairworthy. Examiner asks, can you carry passengers on a special flight permit? Answer it, generally no. A special flight permit is issued for specific limited purposes such as positioning or maintenance flights, not passenger transport. However, only required crew or essential personnel may be allowed. They must be authorized in the FAA-issued operating limitations. Examiner asks, who determines if the aircraft is safe enough to fly? The pilot, mechanic, or FAA? Answer it, it is a shared responsibility. The FAA issues the special flight permit and its operating limitations. A mechanic typically evaluates and helps determine if the aircraft is safe for the intended flight. As pilot in command, I have the final authority to decide whether to conduct the flight under 14 CFR Section 91.3 and Section 91.7. The FAA authorizes, the mechanic assesses, but the PIC makes the final go, no-go decision. Examiner asks, can you use a special flight permit to continue normal operations with an expired annual inspection? Answer it, no. A special flight permit under 14 CF or Section 21.197 is only for specific limited purposes, such as ferrying the aircraft to a maintenance facility. It cannot be used to continue normal operations or bypass required inspections like the annual. Examiner asks, can you deviate from the approved route on a special flight permit due to weather? Answer it, no. I must comply with all FAA-issued operating limitations, including route and conditions. If weather or conditions change, I should delay the flight or coordinate with the FAA for a revised authorization if possible. Safety and regulatory compliance both must be maintained. Examiner asks, can you request a special flight permit for an overweight aircraft due to extra cargo? Answer it, no. Overweight special flight permits are only issued for specific operational needs, such as additional fuel, fuel system modifications, required operational equipment. Carrying extra cargo is not an approved reason. Examiner asks, the FAA issued a day VFR only limitation. Can you remove it? Answer it, no. Only the FAA can issue, modify, or remove operating limitations. I may request a review or amendment, but I cannot override or ignore FAA-issued restrictions. Examiner asks, is there a limit to how unairworthy an aircraft can be for a special flight permit? Answer it, yes, practically there is. The aircraft must still be safe for the intended flight under the issued limitations. If the condition affects safe operation, for example, structural damage, critical system failure, the FAA will not issue a special flight permit. Examiner asks, you receive a special flight permit, but during pre-flight you discover a new issue. Can you still fly? Answer it, no. As pilot in command under 14 CFR Section 91.3 and Section 91.7, I must ensure the aircraft is safe for flight at the time of departure. The permit does not override my responsibility. If safety is in doubt, I must not fly. Examiner asks, if the aircraft is safe enough to fly, why is it still considered unairworthy? Answer it, because it does not meet all required regulatory standards for full airworthiness under 14 CFR Section 91.7. A special flight permit allows limited operation, but it does not restore full airworthiness status. Examiner asks, would you personally fly an aircraft under a special flight permit? What factors would influence your decision? Answer it, yes, but only after careful evaluation of aircraft condition and nature of the discrepancy, mechanics assessment and recommendations, weather and route conditions, FAA issued operating limitations, overall risk versus operational necessity. As pilot in command, I must apply sound aeronautical decision-making, ADM, and ensure the flight can be conducted safely within all limitations. Thanks for watching today's video on recent flight experience for private pilots. If this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating clear, FAA-accurate aviation education. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the next video.